right, great. So it's not just about the qualifications you hold, it's also about what you're bringing to the table. And talking about the table, I have gentlemen who will be bringing a lot of wisdom to the table today. James Karundu is a motivational speaker and a trainer, and regular Paminas Wenaina was a recruitment trainer. Karibuni sana.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, you've heard that story before, as always. Before we get into the meat of this, what do you make of such a situation, James?
I think she's quite right and quite pragmatic, and that's the reality on the ground.
Right.
That there's qualification, yes, but also it's about how you present yourself and what you put on the table. Yes.
All right.
I think for me, what I've been able to pick is, at the end of the day as a candidate, the issue of value addition.
Right.
What, beyond the qualifications, beyond the years of experience that you have, if you can be able to demonstrate value, you go a greater distance than even people who have much more than you. Yeah.
Now, here's the exciting thing about negotiating for a raise, for example, is that if today I negotiate for a raise and my employer doesn't think I deserve it, I remain in this organization.
Yes.
So, Paminas, take us through negotiating skills. How do we negotiate right for whatever, for a raise, for a promotion? How do we do it?
The number one thing to note is timing is everything.
Right.
For example, companies, they always come up with budgets at the end of the year to cater for the following year. So you don't have to wait until March so that you come to the negotiating table. So the earlier you start, the better, but also be very careful on the timing. If, for example, you also have a new boss, and the first item you present is the issue of salary, the raise, how far are you going to go?
Okay.
So timing for me, I believe, is everything. The other thing also is how prepared are you?
Correct.
You need to have facts. Yes. What have you been able to achieve in a certain period?
Right.
What improvements have you brought? If you can talk about it in terms of money, the better.
So you must have been doing something. James, let me just bring you in. You've obviously coached a lot of people who want to upgrade, who want to move from the position they are to better, or even just get a pay raise.
Yes.
What are some of the situations you encounter?
Well, the scenarios here usually are you've been doing this job, you're already good at it, and you are starting to outgrow it, and you're feeling you're adding value, and you're feeling it's time to go to the next level.
Right.
So typically the scenario here is that you must get the point, and it's a very simple point. You must do more to get paid more.
All right, Paminas, your boss disagrees. He says, oh, well, you don't deserve it. How do you walk into the office the next day?
It's a tricky issue,
Right.
but I believe, like I pointed out, on the issue of preparedness, don't ambush the boss.
Okay.
And I can assure you, and as James has pointed out, if your performance has been good, no company wants to lose a worthy individual or employee for that matter. So I would say, yes, prepare yourself, start working. It's a slow process.
All right.
Also. Yeah.
James,
don't come with demands.
James, how do you deal with a no? I mean, I present my case with PowerPoint presentation and all that, and my boss says, no. Actually, you don't deserve this.
Well, obviously, for most bosses...
Or other employees get to know that you are in the boss's office trying to...
get a raise.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's all about attitude.
Right.
And, you've had the old saying, your attitude will determine your altitude.
Right.
So if you get a no, so what? The stock response most of the times will always be what?
Right.
No, hakuna pesa. So that's always the stock response.
Don't have that in
we
our
don't have
budget.
money, it's not in the budget.
Right.
So what you do is you go back and you retrace your step and you make a pitch another time.
Right, gentlemen, just hold on. Let me go to my wall a little bit here.
Yes.
And try to capture a lot of the things that you've been saying today.
Yes.
Now, we're trying to understand how exactly do you negotiate for this raise. Now, the first point is make a list of your specific accomplishments, like Wainaina was saying. If you have a master's, if you've been doing some bit of education on this side, if you've gained some skills, if you brought in a big client, then that's something you need to point out. Also, find out how your salary compares to others. I don't know exactly how you do this. I don't know if it's you peep into other people's pay slips, but you need to understand who earns what and compare to the kind of job they're doing. Also, consider negotiating benefits and perks. You're not just talking about your salary. We're talking about stock options, vacation, tuition exemptions, and things like that. Also, there is timing your pitch, as they've all said. Don't wait when we have a new boss, is when you're bringing all these issues about wanting to get ahead in your career. Also, and finally, approach the topic professionally. If indeed there is a no, gentlemen, you walk back in the office and life moves on. But gentlemen, as we just take this one landing, we've seen that, but then how do you negotiate with a new boss? Say you're getting a new job. How do you go about that?
The story is still the same, and it's always about the attitude.
Right.
But to me, it's the whole thing of negotiation, salary raise, and so on and so on.
Right.
It's about also how well you connect.
Right.
So the people skills for somebody who is looking for a raise and a promotion is key.
Right.
How you communicate and how you connect and how you show the value that you bring on the table.
Right.
Yes.
Prime Minister, this is a new job. You've never been there. You obviously want to upgrade from what you used to do. What is this thing you must have in your set of things that you are presenting?
The key thing here is research, research, research.
Right.
What do you research? Number one, what kind of an organization they are? Because different organizations pay different rates. If it's a multinational, they're definitely going to have a different rate compared to a small organization.
How exactly do you research?
Nowadays it's very
None
easy.
of my colleagues will tell me how much they are.
No. Nowadays it's very easy. There are salary surveys which are published by HR firms.
Okay. Yeah.
You also, if you go to the job sites, you normally find employers nowadays, they are very generous with the information. They indicate for this job, we are willing to pay between this and this
Right.
much. Yeah. So that is key. Research is key because if you go to an interview room without any information in terms of salary, chances are you're going to not get a good deal.
Okay,
Yeah.
gentlemen, finally, is there a rule of how much you may ask for in terms of a raise as we finish up, James? Or can I just say I need 50%? Who determines what?
Permanence would be good to answer that, but generally speaking, you
Right.
must always ask for more than you need.
Okay.
Yeah, you always shoot higher than what you're expecting, because there's always going to be room for negotiation. So always aim higher than what you're expecting.
Okay.
Nowadays, you are seeing employers ask for pay slips from previous employers.
Okay.
It's not a must that you must give, but what they want to determine actually is the actual pay that you're getting. Because most employers will give you an increase of between 15% to 30%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the range which
I would
you
say
should-
that
you
is
should-
the range, yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much for making time and helping us understand. So now you're not just going to walk in the office and ask for 70% raise. That will not happen. But thank you so much, James Karundu and
Thank
Pamela
you.
Swenaina, for making time. This has been KTN Job Center.